The lost temple of Ramses II has been uncovered by archaeologists, shedding light on one of Egypt's most revered leaders. Among the 3,200-year-old ruins, researchers uncovered motifs devoted to ancient Egyptian sun gods, giving a unique insight into who he worshipped. The temple, which was uncovered in the Abusir necropolis in Giza, measures around 110 feet in width and 170 feet in length. It is the latest colossal building revealed by archaeologists to have been constructed during Ramses II's illustrious 67-year reign. The leader fathered more than 100 children before his death in 1213 BC, more than any other pharaoh. The fame of Ramses, the third king of the 19th dynasty of ancient Egypt, is put down to his flair for self-publicity. He is remembered principally for the colossal statues he commissioned, and for his massive building program, as well as for fathering more children than any other pharaoh. Inscribed on one of the walls of this most recent discovery are the different titles of King Ramases II along with inscriptions of solar deities. Archaeologists found fragments of engravings depicting solar gods, confirming that King Ramses II worshipped the sun god Ra, which began in the 5th dynasty. Ra was often considered to be the king of the gods, patron of the pharaoh and creator of everything. The discovery of the Ramses II temple provides unique evidence on building and religious activities of the king in Memphis area, and at the same time shows the permanent status of the cult of sun god Ra, who was venerated in Abusir since the 5th dynasty and onwards to the New Kingdom. Professor Mircea Barta, director of the Czech mission, told Egyptian media Aram Online. Blue stone columns that line the forecourt would have been enclosed by mud brick walls, archaeologists say. The complex was built in an area between a terrace of the Nile and floodplain of Abusir. At the back of the temple, researchers found a staircase that led to a raised stone chamber, which was divided into 3 parallel rooms, writes Newsweek. On either side were 3 long storage buildings. Archaeologists believe the complex was built between 1213 and 1279 BC. The remains of this building, which constitutes the very core of the complex, were covered with huge deposits of sand and chips of stone, Professor Barta said. Experts say Ramses II understood visibility was central to the success of his reign, and built bombastic structures to project his strength as a leader. He founded a new capital, Ramses, and built temples throughout Egypt and Nubia. The most famous of these buildings is the Abu symbol, cut into rock, and the Ramesseum, his mortuary temple at Thebes. Dubbed Ramses the Great by the Egyptologists of the 19th century, his reign from 1279 to 1213 BC marked the last peak of Egypt's imperial power. He ascended the throne as the third king of the 19th dynasty, at the age of 25. In April of this year, archaeologists unveiled a massive granite statue of Ramses II in Luxor Temple, on the banks of the Nile. Standing 11 meters tall and weighing 75 tons, the statue was presented in a floodlit ceremony at the Luxor Temple on the banks of the Nile on Tuesday evening. When the statue was discovered between 1958 and 1960, it was broken into 57 pieces.